Obviously, we'll have enough time during the summer when those guys get here to teach them the offense. We just want those guys to obviously continue to work hard in the classroom, train, try to be in the best shape they could be in. And then when they get here during the summertime, Jaylen Hurd, Alvin Kamara, those guys will teach them our offense. And by the time I have a chance to deal with them in August, those guys are always prepared and ready to go because our players do a really good job of teaching those guys the offense when they get here. I could give those guys a playbook, but it would be like, giving them a Japanese manual. They wouldn't understand it. So we just try to let those guys have a good time finishing up their senior year, and when they get here, we'll pour it all into them.
With your group, and obviously the limited numbers you have, what do you feel like you guys have gotten better as you leave spring? What do you like about what you've accomplished with those two guys?
I like how well they work together. I like the competitiveness that Alvin has brought to the group. I like the way they play off of each other. They're able to learn each other's strengths, and both of those guys want to be the guy, and that's going to make us a lot better as an offense. So it's exciting to watch those guys on the field. Exciting the way we can build some things around both those guys and put them on the field at the same time. But we hadn't missed a beat. Obviously, it's not about numbers. It's about the quality of the numbers. We feel like we got two really good guys, and the walk-ons that have been out there have been obviously MVPs for us as a staff and as a team to have some of those guys, Kendrick Turner and Jason Sparks out there. So both of those guys have gave us some saves, some legs for us at times.
When you talk about Jaylen and Alvin, are you surprised in any way at the way that their personalities have mixed? You've been in crowded running back rooms where everybody wants to be the guy. Does it surprise you at all that they've blended the way they have?
It doesn't. It all started with Jaylen. Jaylen is a guy that runs the room personality-wise now. And Jaylen is going to make anybody who comes in the room understand that first. And then, it's my job to go out and recruit guys that I feel like can fit what we do as a culture. And I tell kids when I recruit them all the time, it's not just if you're a good player. I have to make sure I'm bringing in someone that can fit the culture. So recruiting Alvin, I was able to feel that he's going to be a guy that's highly competitive, but he wants to be great. And guys that want to be great don't mind being pushed. When Shaq and Kobe played together, they probably hate each other a little bit, but he didn't mind being pushed by him. Same thing with LeBron and Dwayne Wade. You got to get those guys that want to be pushed, that can take a back seat when they have to, but also be aggressive and be leaders. And I think those guys got that kind of mindset so far. Now, again, when we get to the fall and all of a sudden the ball start flying, it's a little bit different. But so far, they're doing a good job with each other.
Where has Jaylen progressed the most, maybe since last spring?
Size. Jaylen's a bigger guy now. He's a bigger guy. If you put on game one versus Utah State and Arkansas State and all those guys, he was just dangling around, get banged around, but he understood pad level, how to finish runs, pre-snap reads, and he's only built on that because he's gotten bigger and stronger, and he's aggressive. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got a lot to prove. He just wants to be the best. So he realizes that there are a lot of yards he left out there, and if he would have stayed healthy, he could have had a few more here or there, and he could have helped the team out in a few more ways. So he's just aggressive and he's ready to go.
Is that just a testament to his work in the weight room that size came?
He was born with some aggressiveness and a talent that's just in him, and he wants to go compete. And at this level, that's what you want. You want to go recruit guys that have that in them. And you show them the way, and we get them in the weight room, and Coach Lawson do his thing. Coach Debo and myself will put them in position to succeed, but you got to have something in you. The guys that we have that are real good, Derek Barnett, he got something in him. You just tell him where to go, he going to go play. The great ones that have played, Leonard Little, he had something in him. And that's what you want. You want to get those kind of guys that want to go compete, and they don't care about anything else but going to win.
Do you have a vision of how they might split carries, 60-40, 50-50?
I don't care. I'm not real good at math. Whoever's playing is going to continue to play. So I don't go in there with a set number. Whoever's balling is going to ball. Whoever's playing is going to play. So I don't go in there with a set number. I'm not a visionary. I'm just a football coach.
What do you have a vision of being on the field at the same time?
Absolutely. I can see that. And I would like to see that a lot. With us playing a no-huddle offense, fast tempo, we want to utilize, obviously, Ethan Wolf that we can keep on the field and play. And we got a lot of skilled players that can do multiple things. And obviously, we didn't have that luxury last year because we couldn't stay healthy. Now we feel like we got two guys that can do a lot. And I think that puts defenses in a bind. Add the new young guys we'll get in the summer. I think those guys will be able to give us some versatility also. So we'll continue to build on that package, having those guys on the field at the same time. And hopefully that will continue to allow us to play fast.
Would they both be in the backfield or at the same time, or you conceivably have one at slot or something like that?
Could. Those guys, especially Alvin, he's a versatile kid. Alvin's a kid that can play safety. He can play nickel. He can play corner. You know, he can do it all. He's a versatile athlete. You know, so we'll play it by ear, and obviously we'll put him where Debo feels like he needs to be.
Thank you, Coach.